I'm Justin, and this is my new Arctic Fox 1150. This channel is going to show our adventures. We're in the Okanagan Valley in beautiful British Columbia. Not so beautiful at the moment. It's -5 out and cold. It's January, and this baby just came home with me last night, along with the big truck to go with it. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour. I'm planning, along with my beautiful wife, to do a shakedown camp tonight in the most exciting place possible, in my driveway. I've never been truck camping before. This is my first truck camper, and I figured it would be entertaining to watch an idiot who doesn't know what he's doing try to figure this stuff out. All right, here's a tour of the camper itself. This is an Arctic Fox 1150. It's a used unit, 2016. It's in pretty good shape from what I can see. It came with the Ford F350 dually, also a 2016. The two of those have been together since new, it seems like, from the records that I saw. Really nice combo. The Arctic Fox 1150 is a 4-season camper. It's pretty big on the inside, and that's kind of why I wanted to use it. Out, as you can see from the snow on the driveway, the sides of the driveway here, we're in a cooler area in the mountains of British Columbia, and I wanted something that I could use all year round, not just those few nice weekends in the summer. So that is what this is designed for. It's a big unit. I'm not going to go through all the technical specs because, well, YouTube, you can actually find manufacturers showing you the inside of the truck and the camper. But this is my camper, which is kind of cool. It's a decent unit. It's got kind of all the power stuff that you'd need. Power jacks, an awning on this side. It's got a power awning on the very back here. Previous owner seems to have taken care of it. Little details like the screens to keep out all the bugs, because we get a lot of those. It's got sort of the fancy ratcheting tie downs instead of the turnbuckles. It's quite normal. This unit, this is all fairly standard. It's got a couple of big 30-pound tanks in there. Now this unit has a furnace that runs off this. Obviously the fridge also runs off this, or electricity. This also has a genset in this unit, which is nice. The genset is in here, 2500 watts. It's a Cummins Onan, which is great for off-the-grid living. If I need some electricity, some 110, 120, while I'm actually boondocking, this will be the unit for me. As you can see, this is a walk-on. I've got 3 solar panels up there and a little bit of work left to do. I've got a wireless backup camera, which, as silly as it sounds, on a truck this size, you can see maybe where my mirrors come out to. I'm gonna need that. It has a slide right here, which is amazing. I was sitting in this last night. We picked it up, sitting having a glass of wine inside to celebrate. And it's hard to believe that I was actually sitting in a truck bed. Now, this is a longer truck canopy. It's 19 feet. As you can see, it sticks off the back of the long bed dually pretty well. But you know what? That's okay. We'll make it work. All right, let's take a look inside. These are huge. They're hard to get into. There's other platforms that are available. I'm going to have to take a look at those because the step up is tough, you know, especially if you're carrying stuff. Our goal today, we're going to do the load in. We're going to put all of our camping stuff in here and see what we need, and I have a feeling we'll probably drive into town, spend some more money on this thing, but that's the goal out of today. Hopefully tonight we'll be able to sleep in it. So this is the inside of the Arctic Fox. It's pretty big, particularly with the slide out as one can see. There's my coffee cup from this morning, sitting in here, warming it up and taking a look around, figuring out what I'm going to do. This unit's really nice. It has a dry bath, porcelain toilet, and a dry bath, which means that a lot of campers, you stand in the toilet area and everything gets wet. This has a shower curtain that comes across to stop that from happening. It's got a skylight in the top. It's got a fan up here to keep it dry. Sliding wooden door. Really cool little unit. This whole area on the side is actually the slide, as you can see from the wooden top here. And this comes to about here. You can kind of get past when the slide is in, but really when the slide is out, you get so much more space on this unit. LED lights all the way through. Full-size queen bedroom. Microwave. 3-burner stove. All your kind of normal stuff that you would hope to get in a high-end camper. Some things I like about this one. We've got the air conditioning up here, but I don't know if you can tell. This is actually curved, which gives a huge amount of headroom, which is something that Arctic Fox does particularly well. I really like that. I'm not particularly tall. I'm 5'10", but I've got a ton of headroom. It feels like I'm in a proper house here rather than in a camper where I have to worry about smacking my head on something. Windows all the way around. I've got everything closed down at the moment. We were sitting in here last night and it was kind of cold. There's a full-size fridge for a camper. It's surprisingly huge. Lots and lots of storage around. There's storage here, storage under here, storage here, storage here. And the bedroom, the whole side here is storage on both sides. So it's really cool. The previous owners left us this. I think these are kind of decorative because they seem to go with the colors of the curtains. So I think one of our first jobs is going to be strip this off and figure out what our bedding is going to be for tonight. Because this is going to be, if all goes well, our very first night in here. There's an aftermarket smart TV, which I haven't even looked at the hookup for yet. I've got, how quaint, I think this actually has a CD port in there. I've not seen one of those in a few years. But this actually can connect via Bluetooth to your smartphone, solar panel connections, all your normal stuff. I turned off the fan because I didn't want to actually have the heat going when I was trying to do a quick intro of this. But the heat is loud. Might not be the right word, but you can certainly hear the blowers going. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a little bit, but I wanted to show you what this looks like. Pretty cool, eh? All right, I mentioned the heat. This is the sound of the heat. Propane, really warm. You can feel the heat coming right there, but it takes probably half an hour to warm up the camper in this weather. -5 outside, so it's a little cool. A little loud. I don't think I'd want to sleep with it, but we'll see. All right, so we're heading into town to pick up some odds and ends needed. And in order to do that, realize the complexity of taking this apart. First thing I've got to do, put things away that need to be put away. Kettle to make sure nothing's, let's see if it fits. Nope, it's not going to fit in there. Have to go in here. Have to put that just in case anything bounces around. Make sure everything in here is secure because we've been moving stuff in and out. And there we go. Got a kettle on the table. Probably have been a little overkill here, but put that in there. Bathroom door. Has to be secured. Now, these can, from what I've heard, fly off and land over there. Next thing, slide. Can't ride with a slide. I love that sound. I gotta look into some oiling of that, but it works well for now. There we go. Get the slide in. Close the door. Now, I have heard that these little locks can be less than secure, so to make sure that you lock up. The back before you take off. Slides in. Now, why am I doing this? Not taking my wife's car? Well, this is a new truck and a new rig, and I've got no idea how to drive it, so turn off the propane, which we won't need for a while. This is, you see in the back, there's an auto switch system here. Trying to get used to things, so I do have both on at the moment, but realistically, I'll probably just use the front tank to get an idea of when it runs out, and then switch it over to the back tank manually. This is the auto switch. Make sure everything is locked up. All right, wow. Nope, I still missed something. There we go. Gotta take that off too. Yay. What fun. I need a list of stuff that I will have to figure out. And a quick walk around, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. I think we're okay. Let's try this again. So we're just out doing some shopping, and this is the first time parking it. Now, it didn't go up to the end, granted, but this is a parking spot and a half. And if you look at the front side to side, you're on the edge there, and you're on the edge there. No small car parking for me anymore. Wow. Well, we were out shopping. We've got some new pillows, some new bed sheets, and we came back outside, and this is what we see. Welcome to camping in the Okanagan in January. Yay. Yep. We're back home, just about to unload all of the stuff that we've got out of the truck, put some of it in the back. We've got new pillows, new mattress protector, new sheets. They'll all have to go in the wash, of course, before we can use it tonight, but despite the weather, which, you know, I've seen worse. It's still early. It'll probably get a lot colder and snowier tonight, but I think we're still planning on spending the night in the camper. we'll figure it out. Okay, so it's time for our first meal in the Arctic Fox 1150. I think it's the thing that everybody does who shows off what we're having. We kind of cheated a little bit. We're going to actually cook. These are Beyond Meat burgers. We're going to cook those in the cast iron pan. We've got some avocado oil, some fancy chips that we had bought at a winery a little while ago. Of course, we're not having wine tonight. We're having Stella, just because. And we've cheated a little bit and pre-prepped our dinner inside the house. We're sitting in the driveway. It's not that far, and it's snowing. So don't really want to go back and forth trying to get all the little things, put them onto the plate, and then take them all back inside. Partially because we haven't yet hooked up the fridge. It's winter camping, cold, snowy. And until we go all out, we're kind of winging it a little bit. But it's all good. Bring you back when dinner is served. This is how to not make Beyond Meat burgers. They're a little crushed in the package from the store. One of them is, well, fairly acceptable. As you can see from the dents, it got crushed into the package. This one, well, I'm having ground meat on my hamburger tonight, I guess. That's all good. I'm sure it'll taste the same. Just disappointing. They were the only ones that were at the store today when we weren't shopping, so oh well. Hopefully it turns out okay. Boy, give an idiot a camera and a camper, and find out all kinds of stuff. So I thought I was smart. I put the fan on the range in order to cook. I didn't open this, and I did find out that this works. It did not like the non-burnt, but still I guess just enough smoky from the burgers. So yes, I set it off. My wife was kind enough to stand under it with the cloth, waving it, making it stop. I opened the window and things were a lot better, but the things that you have to learn on a camper. I'm making a list. That's gonna be long. Bring it back. And here's the, well, I would say unattractive, because that just came out gross, finished product. But considering that we set off the smoke alarm twice getting this, I'm just happy to have something on the plate. This is Cindy.
Hi, everybody.
She is the one who's putting up with me on this silly journey. This actually looks good. I'm hungry. Even though I'm just in my driveway, the outdoor air makes you hungry. Hope it tastes as good as it looks. Well, we're back to do a wine and potato chip pairing, because that's what everybody thinks goes together. There's Cindy again.
Hey.
We're drinking a red wine tonight from Enniskillen, which is down in, is that Osoyoos or is that Oliver?
Somewhere down there. I think it's in Oliver.
That is in Oliver. Enniskillen Estate Wines. They're part of the Okanagan Estate Winery. Lovely, lovely wine. This one is a Pinot Noir, which we're having in our Sumac Ridge. We're kind of cheating, but these are great travel mugs. They're metal, wine flavored. They even have like a sippy cup lid on them, so that, you know, you can sit outside in the summer and not spill anything. And then, where do we get the wine chips from?
We got them from Sumac Ridge.
Sumac Ridge. Okay, so we're back to Sumac Ridge again. See, advertising here. We got some wine chips. These are potato chips designed exclusively for a pairing with wine. See, that's what it says there. These are Serrano cheddar, and they look absolutely lovely. I tried one earlier. Very, very flavorful. Very, very strong flavors, which I think is why you've got to pair this one with the wine.
Actually, the chips were from Fitzpatrick Winery.
She lied to me. It's okay. I told her we were going camping. We bought this, so go figure. It's about time she gets me back. So, have you tried the wine yet?
I have not tried the wine yet.
All right, you better try the wine. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
It's nice, actually. It's nice and light. It's not too strong.
Very smooth.
Very smooth, yeah.
Not rough at all.
Not too dry.
No, it's very berry flavored.
It is.
You can really taste. It says on the bottle, cherry.
Vibrant cherry and raspberry aromas. Red cherry and spicy oak balance the palate with a long lingering finish. I guess I can get a little bit of the oak now.
Yeah, the oak is sort of an aftertaste
An
on
aftertaste.
the tongue. Very berry, very fruity.
Very good.
Very lovely. Not too strong, actually, which is very nice.
And I have a chip.
The question is, and I'm going to annoy everybody by eating crunchy chips on video. How do the chips? See, I'm going to pick a very, very small one so that I don't munch. That's her. She's munching, not me.
Actually, the chips go very nicely with the wine.
It's funny. The chips, which are Serrano, I don't know what Serrano is, but I'm
Serrano
guessing
is a
some sort
peppers.
of spice because they got a kick to them. But it goes super, super nice with the Pinot Noir.
Serrano cheddar is sharp, smoky, and spicy.
Spicy. Wow. It's a really good pairing. If you have access to these wine chips, established 2017, I'm not sure. They're made in the USA, so they might be more accessible. And this one, hey, look at this. Full-bodied Ritz is what it goes with. And it does very, very nicely. All right. Would you give the wine a rating? She's eating. Pretty good, though.
You get the rating first.
I'll give that a very, very good 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it about 7.
You need to have more chips with it.
Yeah.
Kind of balances it off nicely. All right, we're going to sit here and have some more wine and have some more chips, and we're not going to annoy you with the crunching sound. We did, as you might be able to see, get our new bed sheets washed and on the bed. So we'll grab our dog, who's been banished inside for most of the day while we've been organizing, trying to understand what this looks like. She will come out and perhaps we will do a good night and you can meet the princess.
What's Coco?
Coco. She's going to sleep with us tonight because, well, she's a princess and that's what princesses do. We're in the process of getting ready for bed. Yep. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, I'm tired.
You're tired. It's, what is it, 9:30. We are party hard people, as you can tell. I've turned down the heat already so that it doesn't run all night long. Oops, got to figure this camera thing out. We've got books ready. What are you reading today, Sin?
What am I reading? I'm just starting a new novel.
Because we're going to sit in bed and read with the dog
Apples
for a
Never
while.
Fall by Leanne Moriarty.
All right.
She's a really good author. I've read a lot of her books.
All right.
Yes.
This camera goes completely the opposite to the way I would think it would for Zoom and everything.
I gotta get the booger in here.
I am reading an old John Steinbeck, The Winter of Our Discontent. Good morning. It's 5:45 in the morning. I just had my coffee sitting here with the messy bed-haired princess, as you can tell. I had a really good sleep. Carried on snowing. It's a few inches out there this morning. -3. I just popped my head out of the door just to see. Very fresh, very wintry, very nice. A little cool. We had the vent open to stop the moisture from building up. But under the new comforter, it was fine. Coco was sleeping on top of the comforter. She didn't seem to be bothered. She didn't want to come inside to get warm, so I think it was a success. Cindy's just waking up. I'm enjoying my coffee. When she wakes up, I guess that means I gotta go do the whole thing again with her coffee. But that's fine. Really good morning. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna see what the dog's all about. She's a little anxious this morning. I think it's because she can see Mom still sleeping behind the privacy curtain that we've got there. Hello. Yes. Hello. We'll check in with you later. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to call our shakedown test of the new to us Arctic Fox 1150 a success. We slept through, learned some things, learned a lot of things actually. Learned a lot of what not to do, and overall had a good night's sleep. Cindy and Coco have gone inside. I kind of cheated and went inside and got another coffee for no other reason than I did not bring enough water out to make another cup of coffee this morning. The one I had, though, was fantastic. Some things that I have learned, besides the fact that I got a bunch of work to do later today, including dumping the porta potty and climbing up on the roof and sweeping off the solar panels so the lights get the batteries can recharge. But wow, have I got a list of things to do. I made lists for things to do before driving away. I made lists for things to do once parked, because both of those I made errors on. Very, very nice. I'm going to call this a success. I was debating going in and getting breakfast and coming back out here to cook, and I've decided, you know what, we're going to be good for today. We cooked dinner last night. Fans just kicked on. I've got some temperature coming into the unit here. I'm happy with the way this went for a shakedown test. We didn't have to run into the house for anything. You know, we'd made some choices of what we were going to bring in, and everything went well. The other thing that worked really well with the fan, the electricity, you can see the lights that are on. This was all just running off the battery packs, and I'm happy to say that we made it, which means that off-grid living, boondocking in this unit is going to be possible. And that was why we bought this particular unit, a truck and a camper, because I don't want to have the inconvenience of an RV pulling into a campground. Camping in our area is challenging. You know, there's a wait list for reservations. They all book with people pre-booking their vacations. I don't want to pre-book a vacation and have to go and think about where I'm going to go. This unit is going to be a weekend getaway. Let's see where we feel like going today, what's happening around sort of the southern province on the interior where we are. We'll just drive and we'll go, and you know, sometimes I'm sure it'll work out. We'll be able to find places to go. I'm sure there will be at some point the truck stop or Walmart parking lot or something like that we end up at. But for a shakedown test, I'm going to call this one successful. And I will see you next time on the road. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Oh, like and subscribe. I think that's the thing that YouTubers say. If you watch this, why not? Cheers.